Hey lovelies, it's Susie Ashworth here, Mindset Marketing and Messaging Mentor, and I just wanted to hop on to do a really quick live stream on the importance of sharing your own content. And I think that I'm sharing this today because all of a sudden it's like 2 o'clock and I'm aware that I haven't put out my message, and I'm getting sucked into the black hole that is Facebook again. And I'm just scrolling through some posts from people who I know and love, and it just really got me to thinking that it's so important that you don't just curate other people's content on your feed. This also comes off the back of just answering a question in the Baby Business School about in the Baby Business School about what's the best thing to schedule your posts. And when it comes to scheduling posts, a lot of the time we are curating other people's content and putting it on our feed, which I think is useful because when you're posting interesting and informative articles, you are demonstrating to your potential clients the type of stuff that you yourself are going to be talking about, the things that interest you, and you give them an idea, a flavour of where it is that you're coming from. The issue is that if you are only posting other people's content, all you're doing, hey Ashlyn, all you're doing is promoting them. And so you have to find your voice. And it really doesn't matter whether you're doing lives like this or whether you are writing blogs or doing pre-recorded videos, but you have to make sure that at least in an ideal world you're posting 4 times a day. I don't do that on this page, I do it on the Calm Birth School, but let's say of the 2 posts or 3 posts, or if I'm only doing 1 post, then that post is going to be my voice. It's going to be what is interesting to me, what I think my opinions are on what my clients may be interested in. I'm not just sharing useful, helpful articles. So that's the message for today, really. Don't just curate. Make sure that you are producing your own original content. Now, if you are finding it difficult to come up with content ideas, I recommend you checking out a guy called James Altucher. I will link to him in the comments. He suggested a really interesting idea for me, which I have been utilising, not daily, but again, this is going to be a prompt for me to be doing this daily, about writing out 10 different ideas every single day. So he talks about becoming an idea machine, and I think that if you are feeling stuck with your blogs, creating a new habit where you're coming up with 10 different ideas, 10 different perspectives. And again, if you're feeling stuck around birth or sleep or kid relaxation, whatever it is that you're specialising in, look to write out 10 different ideas about anything. So it may be 10 different ways you can use your knickers apart from using them as underwear, or 10 different ways you can cook broccoli, or 10 different ways you can travel to pick your child up from school. Like, the idea is that you just get used to creating ideas, and it's so helpful. And even after just a week of doing that, so coming up with 70 new ideas, you'll find that your idea muscle is stretching, so that when it comes to then thinking about what you might blog or vlog about, you're used to thinking in a more creative way about how you can present or write on topics that you're writing about all of the time. Use that as inspiration for what to write about. And I say this in the course a lot, but really look at your own life. So again, I've said today that the reason that I'm talking about this is that I'm aware that I haven't produced any content today, and it's part of my mission to be producing content on a daily basis. And when I say daily, I mean Monday to Friday. If I give myself a little break on Saturday and Sunday, I'm okay with that, babes. But, you know, I want to be producing original content daily, because it's important that you guys and my potential clients hear my voice and my opinion and my recommendations, not just me signposting to other sources of inspiration. So let me know in the comments, how diligent have you been when it comes to sharing your own voice and opinion on a regular basis on your social media channels, in your newsletters. And if you haven't been so diligent, hit me up with your commitment. What are you going to promise yourself that you are going to do in order to stay and remain more visible with your potential clients? For those of you who are waiting on this manifestation challenge, I've been thinking about it, but I haven't sent out an email. I don't know if I am going to send out an email. I said I wasn't sure about that, but I'm definitely going to be posting something on the page, because I think it's going to be fun. Ashlyn, I get caught up in the need to reference where I find everything from. Ashlyn, have a think about just sharing your opinions rather than making everything hugely factual. Talk about things from your experience rather than needing to create more factual pieces where it is sensible to be referencing. This means I end up signposting to... I don't think there's anything wrong in signposting to other articles within your newsletters and blogs, if you are framing that, if that sits within your own opinion. But just posting up other people's articles on your page without any context and saying, this is a good read, read this, and that's a good read, read that. If that's exclusively all that you're doing, then I think that you're missing a trick. Does that make sense? Does anybody else have any questions? I know that a couple of people have just popped on, so I'm going to quickly recap. I've just been saying, make sure that you don't end up being a curator. Make sure that you're sharing your own voice and opinion, ideally on a daily basis on your page. So if you're only posting once a day, make sure that that once a day is your opinion rather than interesting, helpful articles. And if you're posting more than once a day, you have more leeway to share what other people are doing, but make sure that people know who you are and what you're about. Thank you. I feel the pressure to be the expert, not enough confidence in my own opinion. Have a look. It was posted in the Baby Business School. If you search Denise Duffield Thomas, talking about being a contributor rather than the guru, and us not all needing to be the expert in order for us to have something worthwhile to contribute to the conversation. And I think that that was a really, really, can be signposting, a really, really useful article to give people confidence to stand in their own power rather than feeling the need to say, this person agrees with me, and they're the person, they said it first and I'm just agreeing with them. I think that actually that takes a little bit away from you. All right, my lovelies, thank you for hopping on, and I will see you tomorrow. Mwah. Au revoir.